Hello and welcome to the 2023 February DAC training on Alternative Kentucky Summative Assessment. My name is Kristen Roseberry. I'm a program consultant with the Office of Assessment and Accountability. This training is one in a series meant to prepare DACs and BACs for the upcoming spring state test administration. As a result of overwhelmingly positive feedback on the recorded trainings, OAA is continuing to provide pre-recorded trainings in advance of scheduled question and answer sessions. For our agenda today, we will go over the AKSA Spring Timeline, Medical Non-Participation, and Window 2 Attainment Task Checklist. Let's begin with the upcoming timeline for spring alternate testing. The Window 1 makeup is from January 9th to March 24th. All makeup windows must be approved by KDE by making the requests in the Window 1 makeup Google Doc. Window 2 materials will ship based on your selection in the Google form. The form is linked in the table. These materials will ship either the week of March 27th or the week of April 3rd. If the form was not completed by February 13th, the materials will ship by the week of March 27th by default. Window 2 will open April 17th and close May 30th. All scores for the attainment task, CWEC, and SR must be entered into the SRD by June 2nd. This date is firm and cannot be modified. The complete calendar is linked at the bottom of this slide. Just as a reminder, the Transition Attainment Record, TAR, is administered in grade 11 unless a student does not meet benchmark, and then they may take it in grade 12 and 14. Career Work Experience Certification is a career readiness measure within the Post-Secondary Readiness Indicator of the accountability system. The attainment of CWEC is a process and not an assessment. Finally, SR, Employment Skills Attainment Record, is administered to all 12th grade students who are working toward achievement of career readiness within the Post-Secondary Readiness Indicator. The SR is not administered to students with a graduation code. Medical non-participation should be submitted for both Window 1 and Window 2 during the spring window and SDRR. Please enter the information in SDRR and wait for approval, denial, or request for additional information. You will continue to keep a copy of this form on file in your district. A superintendent or designee signature will be accepted in place of a doctor's signature. Please complete these early in the testing window. If a medical non-participation is denied, attainment tasks for both Windows 1 and 2 will need to be completed during Window 2. If submitted early in the window and non-participation is denied, there may still be time to complete the assessment. Non-participations can be requested by the content area or for the whole test. Extraordinary circumstance non-participations are no longer available. If you have experienced staffing changes from earlier this year, make sure your new test administrators have completed the certification quizzes for the AT overview and TAR, CWEC, and SR as necessary. These can be opened by contacting Daryl Mattingly at UK using the contact information found in the OTS. They will also need to complete the administration code and inclusion of special populations trainings. Staff who previously completed these trainings in the fall do not have to redo them for Window 2. Before testing, please cover or remove content from test administration areas and follow all protocols outlined in the administration code regulation for test security. Test administrators who have completed their certification quizzes may preview the task and modify materials as permitted for accessibility. These are some reminders regarding some checkpoints when administering the attainment task. These are taken from the administration guide, which is linked on this page as well. When it is time to begin the task administration, the test administrator should be in a one-to-one environment with the student. They should follow the directions in the script and read it exactly as written. This is a fully scripted assessment. Beginning on page 13 of the administration guide, there are some examples of acceptable and unacceptable administration procedures. For example, it would be acceptable to cue a student to begin or to orient them to the task. It is not acceptable to cue them toward a specific answer. When a student answers, please record the response. They cannot return to a previous question once they have moved to the next question, even if they ask. They may not have multiple opportunities to answer the same question. Finally, there are opportunities for breaks throughout the task, and the task may also be administered in more than one session if needed. If a test session is stopped, it must be restarted, and when the student left off, the task cannot be restarted at the beginning. Finally, a note surrounding instruction. As per the administration code, instruction may continue in the testing window but cannot be centered around the task being administered, nor can there be any kind of review or reteaching based on the knowledge of secure test materials. Once the attainment task administration is complete, it's time for score entry in the SRD. Transfer the student responses from the paper answer sheet into the SRD before June 2nd, 2023. This is also the deadline to enter Career Work Experience Certification status and SR scores into the Career Readiness Database for grade 12 students. The AT binder and supplemental materials should be returned to the designee, BAC, DAC, or DOS, for secure storage until the end of the school year when they will be destroyed. New for this year, the scores for the alternate Kentucky Summative Assessment will be reported on a scale instead of raw scores. We will share more information about this as it becomes available. Since the live question and answer session will not include full presentations of content already covered in the video recordings, DACs and BACs should be prepared for the question and answer sessions. Before attending these sessions, DACs and BACs can be prepared by watching all or pertinent training and videos on the administration of spring 2023 assessments. These are the dates of our hybrid question and answer sessions. Please note that on February 15th, it will be an in-person only session. There will be a virtual option for February 21st and 23rd. The February DAC question and answer sessions will follow the same topics and time frame at each location. The agenda and times on the slide will be followed. However, once an agenda item has no additional questions, staff will move on to the next topic. Participants planning to attend should plan for the entire meeting. This concludes the February DAC training on alternate Kentucky Summative Assessment. We look forward to seeing you at our question and answer sessions. Thank you for your time.